Hi, my name is Zom. I am a high school student and a certified ethical hacker. We would like to believe that every generation gets smarter and more aware of the world around them. And one thing Gen Z does amazingly well is, well, we don't get kidnapped as much anymore. Reports of missing children are down 40% from 1997. So why are we so much safer than those baby boomers who got into a white van for some candy? Well, we are a lazy generation, so we think smarter, not harder. So while your 8-year-old grandpa would carry a Swiss Army knife to defend himself when he went outside, well, Gen Z just doesn't go outside. Yes, hold your applause. I know. It's not the first time we have been so ahead of the curve. We are still winning with those obesity rates. But whatever. Why are kids not going outside and getting kidnapped like in the good old days? Well, we live in a different world, the digital world. Yeah, I won't bore you with the details because parents, you guys know it all too well. And teens, well, you guys might voluntarily get into that white van if you hear somebody tell you about it. We know what Gen Z is up to, but why does it matter? I'll explain why in today's episode. Gen Z is not safe. Think about how far computing has come from the first PC to the latest smartphone. The next generation has grown up with this rapid evolution in technology, and they will be the first to experience the negative effects of such a change. Obviously, there is new hardware with the whole world, good and bad, at your fingertips from a young age. But more importantly, there is new software. There are new websites and new apps that let you become fully engulfed in the digital world. And it feels like every month there is a new platform for teens to pour all their time into. Many of these platforms are interconnected, which boosts user engagement and draws in new users who otherwise would not pay attention to them. This also allows for tying together different digital ecosystems to trap teen users by offering them an illusion of choice, while in reality, they are subject to the control of digital products. For example, teens have a clear distinction between Instagram and Snapchat, but they are owned by the same social media conglomerate, Facebook. Obviously, with these new technologies comes an increased online presence. The most obvious, the big bad wolf, you know who, social media. So, did Mark Zuckerberg know what he was doing when he made that one revolutionary app where now your mom gets all her 3 years backlogged memes from? Look, Facebook did something bad to the next generation. It starts with an F, but I can't say it. Social media is the biggest danger to Gen Z. Whether we are analyzing social, psychological, or what we're here to talk about today, security impacts. So much information about teens is being exposed through social media, more than you could ever imagine. You can find out anything and everything. If my name was digital reconnaissance and data aggregation for malicious purposes, which is a weird name, but who am I to talk? Then the invention of social media would be my birthday, my first car, my first apartment, my favorite day, my wedding. Fingers crossed it's not called my first wedding, and my first bite of the 3 chicken finger caniac combo with extra dipping sauce from Cane's. If you're watching this as a parent, the first place I would go to hack your child would be their Instagram account. The next point of concern is e commerce. Teens buy everything online, and the number of different platforms they shop on is growing. It goes farther than the purchases on Amazon we are all familiar with. Teens now shop on platforms that offer incredibly cheap deals like TikTok Shop and Temu, which is one of the biggest widespread cybersecurity threats in the modern age. But regardless, there are great dangers that we do not know, and we do not know how well regulated these businesses are. how confidential your information is, and how safe these products are that are being sold. With this information that's being collected, industries have to responsibly store information and not use information in ways that can harm the users or expose private information. Data privacy regulations in technology has become a major issue as large companies routinely misuse your data and sell your sensitive information for monetary gain. All these are inherent to teens because of time spent online. But how does it differ from other generations spending time online? Well, it's because this generation is online from a very early age. So there is more sensitive information being revealed and taken advantage of since children need more digital guidance than they are receiving. Inadequate parental supervision is a large cybersecurity risk, as children and teens may inadvertently expose personal information of themselves or their parents. This exposed information is more accessible and potentially malicious due to more sophisticated attacks. New malware and social engineering attacks that specifically target young users are extremely successful due to the excess of personal information online. Generative AI can further exacerbate the problem as it can automate the process of data aggregation and create the most efficient path to infiltration possible, potentially using deepfakes or hyper-realistic conversation. The impact on teens from a successful malware attack is sometimes greater than the impact on an adult, since teens have sensitive information that, if exposed, can have lasting impacts into adulthood and may negatively affect their education and opportunities. Personal pictures of teens being exposed are also very detrimental to social and mental well being, as well as being illegal. And in some instances, it can make ransomware attacks far more harmful to a teen rather than an adult. So, what will happen to Gen Z? There will be lasting impacts from their actions online. Personal information will be stored on databases that will be shared by large corporations in order to advertise to you and influence your decisions. We already see this taking place as your data has been used to influence what products you see online and influence your political exposure in media. We saw this take place in the 2016 presidential election, where Facebook user data was used to personalize political content, and it is very likely that it influenced election results. If you are a parent watching this and you want your teen to grow up and listen to the things that you teach them, then you should listen to me. Because if Gen Z continues to expose their personal information online, soon attackers will know how to influence your child better than you can. That's why something needs to be done to protect your child and yourself. If you want to know what needs to be done, check out my other videos on how to remain safe in this digitally hostile world. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching.